What Konuradu? Welcome to Dewadunitsakda's Gahnigorio podcast, episode 24. I'm your host, Abigail Jacobs, and today in studio we have the visionaries and creators of the K-Town Collectibles Expo, being held on Saturday, June 6th and Sunday, June 7th at the Mohawk Bingo on Route 138. We've got Will Rice and Eric Ravenelle. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
For listeners who have never been to the event or seen you guys out on your travels promoting, how would you describe the overall expectations for this year's upcoming K-Town Collectibles Expo?
I'd say overwhelming with childhood memories. When you see it, it's you feel more of a kid than your children that you bring there, because it brings back so many memories. Saturday morning cartoons and actually going shopping for a toy and looking at the aisles that were packed with toys. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean? It wasn't just you go to Walmart now, there's limited spot. This was aisles and aisles of toys.
Totally.
I remember, for me, that's why I wanted to do this show, like to create it, was for the memories that I got. And I'm like, man, I don't know how much more people would enjoy this and the memories. And sure enough, people will come and they shake our hands and they thank us, and I love it.
Awesome.
One of the graphics that I made for our social medias, all the vendor announcements, I did like the old card backs of different toys like G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Ninja Turtles,
yes,
Thundercats. And then I was like, I know what I'll do with these, because usually it's just a single announcement. And then afterwards, I try to group them together in posts. So I found images of old toy racks from like Toys R Us and whatnot, like old images of those. And I photoshopped all the card backs onto the pegs.
Cool.
So it looks like the kids or whoever's looking at it is seeing our vendors as the toys on the racks.
The shelf.
And I posted it as, if this is the feeling you're looking for. And that's the thing. People come and they see it and they're like, our show is one of the biggest shows around.
Wow.
In terms of vendors and the different amount of stuff there is and the caliber of stuff there is. So everyone is very appreciative of it and they get excited, and that's gets us excited. We're happy that everyone else is happy. And
so for expectations, I guess we can definitely say excitement and nostalgia is what you're going to find at the K-Town Collectibles Expo. Now, you talked a bit about it already, Will, of what inspired you to create this expo in Kahnawake, and how has it grown over the years?
It was the nostalgic feeling. I've always wanted to go like to a toy show or one of these events they have, and I never, I'll go one day. Then my brother pulled me and they said, let's go, let's actually check it out. And that's where I met Eric and Mike, was at the show. The first time I went, I actually bought something off them. Maybe a few weeks later, I seen somebody posted on Facebook yard sale that they were hosting a nostalgic yard sale. So I'm like, what? Okay. So I went there and I'm looking at Eric and I'm like, why does this guy look familiar? So I asked him, was that you? He goes, yeah, it was me. So we started talking and blah, 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 and found out that his family's from here and
cool.
We have the same cousins and you know what I mean? Like small world,
Yeah.
And so I pitched it to him. Hey, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. I want to put on a toy show. And it snowballed from there. And we were doing it at the nights. I mean, it was a small, nice show, about 50 tables around that. And then actually Daryl from Dewa came to us and pitched that we have an opportunity for you to grow if you want to go to the sports complex.
Wow.
And man, the ideas that floated through our head was incredible. So we took the advantage, and here we are now, even bigger than 3 times the size of our original show.
yeah. And that's the thing, like he was saying, like it was a chance encounter and getting to talk amongst each other. And then we also have our other partner, Mike, who can't be here. Yeah, we just got to talking. We're like, yeah, there's a great idea. It'd be nice to do something in Kahnawake because there's a lot of people interested in it, but a lot of people don't want to cross the bridge. Same the whole South Shore. No one wants to cross into the city. So why not do something on the South Shore? We travel everywhere to go to shows, and we saw some of the bigger shows and we're like, it'd be nice to do something like that one day.
Yeah.
That's where the idea came from. Maybe one day we can grow. And like you said, Daryl came to us and And Dewa is a huge reason why we got to expand. If it wasn't for that offer just after the pandemic,
Yes.
we might still be at the Knights with, 35 vendors instead of over 110.
Wow, that is some great growth, and just the recognition that is coming now from the surrounding communities, and that more and more people are coming and seeing this expo.
Every year there's more new people coming. I get a lot of handshakes and it's my first time, and I was overwhelmed, like I wasn't sure what to expect, and I'll be back. I'm gonna tell all my friends, and they bring more, and every year it grows and grows.
That's wonderful. So now, as for your team, as a team, how do you guys operate? What are your respective roles as far as it goes in organizing this as a business? What do you guys, you mentioned you do some of like the graphic works and getting out on the road. What does everybody do?
We're all like equal. Mm-hmm. We vote on everything that happens. It's everybody has an idea. We pitch it to each other. Eric does most of the graphics, the advertising. Mike does a lot of the ordering. We got a lot of stuff from Amazon. He orders the name tags and all the stuff and our supplies. And me, I do all the signing, all the paperwork, all the back end stuff. But we all work as a team, and it all comes together, and it works. So we just keep doing what we're doing because it seems to be working really good.
That's cool. And do you guys have like a background in the kind of areas that you're working, or
just collecting? Mostly it came from our collecting point of views.
I have a background like doing concerts and stuff, but
wow,
years and years ago. So, I still have that. That's why like people are always like, oh, you guys are everywhere promoting. And that's my mentality of my old promotion days of going to concerts, and this concert's coming up. You got to go here. You got to go there. So that's not something that a lot of collectible promoters do.
Yeah.
Like they'll post online and whatnot, but the actual go out and hand flyers were one of the
that is very old school.
yeah. It's like a punk rock mentality of promotion.
But it works.
Yeah, it works. And like Will said, we vote on things, and I think we've only ever had one argument amongst us, and it was whether we were getting the giant size bouncy house or the smaller size bouncy house. Honestly, like we get along, we respect each other, and we do what's best for the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we work.
Nice. And you mentioned that Dewa Dunitsakta programs had a good hand, and some of our team members here had a hand in helping you guys to reach some more growth. So what were some of the programs or ways that you cooperated and coordinated with Dewa to reach those next levels?
It was mostly like all the funding for advertisement. I mean, we would have to pay out of our pocket, like T-shirts, the newspaper article to pay for advertisement for there, and pretty much anything that we need. Dewa's been there for us. They never said no yet. So I mean, you can't ask for a new car with wrapping that says K-Town on it, but I mean, everything we need, Dewa's been there. And even for when we did the big jump from the Knights to the arena, they had our back all the way. It was nice. And now anything else that we need, Daryl's there. And he gives me updates on everything.
Cool. And you've made this event into something that feels welcoming for serious collectors and their families, and just looking for a fun day out. Can you tell us some of the extra attractions that people can enjoy beyond the collectibles shopping?
Beyond the collectibles, the number one thing people always ask us about is there going to be wrestling? Yes, we have live wrestling. It's going to be, since we've moved to a 2-day show, it's only on the Sunday. Okay. There's no wrestling on the Saturday. So yeah, there's going to be live wrestling by Interspecies Wrestling. They've been our partners for wrestling this whole time. They're going to be holding the Burger King of the Ring tournament.
Oh my!
Where the winner will be receiving a substantial Burger King gift certificate, from what I understand.
Cool. And one of the cardboard crowns, maybe?
Most likely. I don't know if anyone's ever if people have seen interspecies wrestling, it's very high-end wrestling.
Yes.
But very comical.
Yes.
It's some of the wackiest wrestling, but you have to take into consideration with interspecies wrestling, you never know who you're watching and who they're going to be, because there's people like Kevin Owens, who was an interspecies wrestling champion.
Oh my gosh.
Sami Zayn.
No.
If you watch AEW, there's Evil Uno.
Wow.
Was champion there. On NXT, there's a new person that just debuted named Brooks. He just wrestled at Interspecies' last show in Ganawage in October.
Way.
So that's the thing, is you could be looking at the next WWE superstar or AEW superstar.
But none of them will compare to Ganawage's own.
Kyle Zach.
Yeah, my daddest spot on the planet. He's going to always defend his title at the K-Town Collectibles Expo. What about some other features that families can come for?
We always have a bouncy house for the kids. So that way parents can come, they can shop, and, there's something for their kids to do. We're still trying to secure a face painter, which is not as easy as you think it would be.
They're in high demand, in the summer especially.
And then there's Lego tables, so kids can play with Lego and whatnot. There's cosplay by some of Montreal's bigger cosplay. And they come to raise funds for charity. There's the 501st Legion, which is the Star Wars guys. The Doctor Who Society of Canada, who are coming this year. Usually they come with a couple of Daleks.
Yes.
And everyone loves the Daleks, but this year they're bringing the TARDIS, a full-size TARDIS that you can go into and take a picture with.
Oh my goodness.
So I know people are going to be pretty excited for that.
I'm nerding out.
We have the Klingons, which are very excitable and get the crowd going. And then this year we're also adding the Montreal Casey Jones and the TMNT News team.
Wow.
So it's a big group of TMNT cosplayers, and they look great. And if you like Ninja Turtles, you're going to be very happy.
So it is way more than just toys. Like, this is a full-on experience to come to the expo.
Yeah, well, that's why, like, we made it so, because we like I said, we go to shows all over the place, and a lot of places it's just the vendors, and you shop, and you it's great for collectors, but we're always like leaving our families for the weekend to go to a show here, going to a show there. So it's nice to have an event where you can bring your family along, and there's stuff for everyone. And that's the thing, like, it's not just toys either. Like, I'd say a little bit more than half our vendors are toy vendors.
Yeah.
And then there's video games, comic books, cards, but we also have jewelry. We have like movie posters, movie memorabilia.
Whoa.
The horror memorabilia guy, he had masks. That was a good table. Everybody was excited for that one.
Cool.
A lot of wrestling stuff, because wrestling is big in town with the history. A lot of wrestling, a lot of Lego. I mean, even for Christmas shopping.
Yes.
With a lot of the stores closing, the big box stores, I mean, people are asking, where do you shop? Or they're asking on Facebook, and this is a perfect time to do your shopping.
Stash it away, and you have that's extra special item.
And the other thing that we have that a lot of places don't have is food. We have plenty of food. Not only is the puts-ins at the canteen in the bingo some of the best puts-in you're going to get anywhere, and I'll argue that with anyone. But we have Old Haunt Barbecue.
Nice.
We have Rezken Taco. We have Haunted Dogs. But that's the thing. And we always have people, same with the wrestling. They're, are you going to have the barbecue guy there? Are you going to have the dogs? So people are excited for the food vendors as much as they're excited for the collectibles.
Yeah, definitely. So with over 100 vendors expected, what advice would you give to first-time attendees so they can make the most of their visit?
I'd say before you go onto our social media pages.
Okay.
And we list every vendor that's coming. Like, there's a post for each vendor giving a brief description of what they're selling.
Yes.
Or what they're bringing. So that way you can go and see what you'd be interested in. And then eventually there'll be a floor plan posted where everyone is, and you can see where they are, and you could get to those places first before other people and grab what you want to get.
Cash or card? What do you suggest?
Cash is always king.
A lot of people are starting to e-transfer, or they have the Square, but cash, most of it's cash.
Mm-hmm. And is there an ATM on site?
It's the bingo.
Perfect.
They have money there. So you don't have to worry. The ATM's always fully stocked and good to go.
What kinds of rare or nostalgic or unexpected finds tend to generate the most excitement at the expo? What have you seen somebody like? What was a hot ticket item or a really good score?
Well, a lot of them are collectors, and they kind of know that our show always has big ticket rare items.
Nice.
We had a sign. Not a whole lot of people used it. Hopefully this time they will.
Okay.
But it's a little sign with our mascot guy pointing, and it's like what I found at the K-Town Expo. So you can take a picture of what you found and post it online. So it's
love that.
Hopefully that gets a bit more use this year. But yeah, that's the thing. Like we have the best of the best show up, and it's great.
What's something else that do you find hosting the event in Kahnawake adds to the experience for vendors or visitors and the community?
I know for a fact that our vendors love selling here.
Yeah.
They tell us all the time how great the crowd is here. They find it different than other places because we do have a different clientele than the other shows. And they're like, everyone's just so nice and so welcoming and so easy to work with, because sometimes you get some people that want to buy stuff but they want $100 item for $10. But here it's that's the price. Here you are. And our vendors love it. And
what about maybe like the local vendors?
Because they're from town, we're going to give them a chance ahead of everybody else. But it all depends on what they're selling. And if it works for us, guaranteed a spot. They're welcome back pretty like every year. Not just the food, but I mean the toy vendors too. There's not too many toy vendors in town. There are more in the future. Sure, we'd love to have them aboard.
Well, we still have quite a few vendors from town. I'd say maybe 20% of our vendors are from Kahnawake.
You guys have done such an amazing job building this event into a community and into these things. What are some of the personal goals you have for the future of the expo?
My future is bringing like that fair in LaSalle there in Angrion and putting that in the parking lot, like literally the whole, have it like from Thursday to Sunday or something, like a 4-day whole. Yeah, we'll go all out. It's always spinning in my head ideas.
Eric, are you feeling stressed?
It's been an idea that we've shot around. That's the thing. Like we always like to go bigger than the year before. We've reached a point where it's hard to get bigger. Besides, bringing in more attractions like that, but also in terms of space, there's not a much bigger space than you can go to than the bingo in Kahnawake. And people always tell us, they're like, oh, well, why don't you move it to the city? And no, we have zero interest in moving it outside of Kahnawake. So that's the thing is, as long as we have a space to go to and, one day in the future, there's somewhere bigger that we can go to, then we'll look at it. Right now, the bingo has been great. We love the bingo. All our vendors love the bingo. That's our place for now.
Definitely. No, and you know what? Sometimes getting bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. It's more just about the quality that you guys are taking.
Eric always says that every time.
Staying within your niche and also staying realistic, because you guys are the crew. You guys are the team, and you're keeping that loveliness about it. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
And what advice would you give to other entrepreneurs in Kahnawake who are considering taking on a new business like this? Maybe doing event planning or looking into services at Dewa Dunitsakta. What would you maybe give advice to another entrepreneur?
Oh, definitely contact you guys and see how you can help them, how you guys can help them develop and grow. Like I said, if it wasn't for Dewa, we would have never gotten to the arena. You guys gave us that chance, and from there, it skyrocketed and got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nice. So, of course, for everybody now who's looking forward to the event, where can they get all their event details and vendor information and updates on the K-Town Collectibles Expo?
Well, if you go, we have our website, ktownexpo.com. You can go there. Or if you're on Facebook, you can look up K-Town Collectibles Expo. We have our official page. We have our group page. We have the event page. And just to let everyone know, if you do go onto the event page it's K-Town Collectibles Expo 26. If you go and you click going as the event, you're automatically entered to win a Saber X lightsaber.
Oh my.
So don't mark interested, mark going. and the day of the show, the winner's name will be posted at the entrance.
Wow.
Because you can only win it if you go to the show.
Okay.
If you're like, I'm going to say I'm going, but you don't go. Sorry, you don't get the lightsaber. It's only if you go to the show. So yeah, that's the best way of getting the information. Facebook, post a lot on there. And obviously on our website, we have all the information you need. If you have any questions, shoot us a message. We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I know some people post messages on the pages, like they comment on stuff, but we don't always see those. Mm-hmm. So if we don't get back to you in like a day or two, send us a message. Guarantee you we'll get back to you. And then if you're looking to be a vendor, go on our website and register. You can always send us pictures at K-Town Collectibles at hotmail.com. Send us pictures of what you're selling or your setups at other shows so we have an idea. Because sometimes people put, I sell toys. That doesn't really tell us much.
Yep.
We sell toys. But so yeah, if you could give us a good idea of what you're selling, it really helps. Like I said, for the wrestling, it's only on Sunday. It's not on Saturday. So if you're planning on seeing the wrestling and you show up on Saturday, you can go in the bouncy house. Actually, we're going to have a couple of extra vendors on Saturday to fill up that space. Yeah, Sunday, I think bell time is at 1:30ish.
Okay.
So come early, get your seats, shop.
And that final for everybody to mark their calendars and save their entrance fee money so that they know. Can you give us the final, what is the exact event details so that everybody can mark their calendars?
So it's June 6th and 7th at the Mohawk Bingo. Entrance is $5. Kids 10 and under are free.
Woo.
So like we said, it's a family event. So we try to make it as family friendly and affordable as possible because there's some events where, it's like, yeah, bring your kids, but it's going to cost you $20 to get. No.
Yeah.
Kids can come in for free. Adults, it's $5. Wrestling's included. The bounce house, like everything in our thing, besides obviously the stuff people are selling, is free. Like all our activities are free.
Yep. So, you want a picture with the Ninja Turtles, their fundraising, things like that. So that's great.
Exactly.
And what time do doors open on Saturday for everybody who wants to line up and get to their vendor first thing?
The doors open at 10 o'clock on Saturday. It's from 10 to 4. Hopefully some goodies in it and maybe some gift certificates for the expo and other goodies that some of the vendors are putting forward. So
amazing. Thank you guys so much for your time here today.
Thank you.
And thank you for organizing this magical community event. It's a joy to look forward to every year. And I know me and my family love it. And everybody around absolutely loves it. So
as long as people keep coming and love it, and as long as we're having fun doing it, it'll keep on going.
All right. I will see you there on June 6th and 7th at the Ganawage Mohawk Bingo Hall. Thank you for joining us, Will Rice and Eric Ravenelle. And we will see everybody else on our next episode. Now go on. Have a wonderful day.